because you know someone from Chicago. That's true. Chicago's got a lot of negative stereotypes, right? Like I'm sure all of you people here in Nashville have heard some of them. She's nodding. One of the stereotypes in Chicago that I hear a lot is that Chicago's really segregated. Anybody else hear this? Chicago's really segregated? She's laughing, and I can tell why. I'm here to prove to you today, Chicago, not all that segregated, all right? Because I am Irish, Italian, Polish, and Mexican. Ooh, you didn't see that one coming. None of you saw that one coming because you didn't see my ass as I was coming up here. No, exactly. No, I am 1/4 Mexican, or as some would say, un peso, which counts. I found out that it counts when I started submitting scholarship forms for college. No, I know that I don't look very stereotypically Mexican, whatever that may mean to you. What it means to me is that whether or not my younger brother gets arrested for possession of marijuana is entirely dependent on if he shaved his mustache that day. Me too, a little bit. Am I right, ladies? No, the reason why I look like this is because my mother is so white. You can do better than that. All right, come on, one more time. I look like this because my mother is so white. How white is she? Exactly. My mother is so white that when she had her 3 children, myself and my 2 siblings, she gave us all the same initials so she could, quote, get a good deal on monogramming. My southern ladies get it. Of course, no one thought to tell her that you can save the most money on monogramming by not monogramming at all. No, I grew up in Connecticut, which is a place that has far, far more monograms than Mexican people. And so growing up, I only ever heard about Mexico in the context of going there for spring break. It would always be girls I'd go to middle school and high school with who would tell me, Courtney, if you ever go to Mexico for spring break, because why else would you go, be careful about drinking the water because of Montezuma's revenge. We know about Montezuma's revenge here? Yeah, okay. For those of you who are uninitiated or whose plates have just dropped, Montezuma's revenge is when they tell you to be careful about drinking the water because of the bacteria could give you potential digestive issues, to put it politely, because I'm a lady. But it would always be from these girls who I went to middle school and high school with, who would then proceed to post pictures of their Instagrams of themselves double fisting frozen margaritas. As if that ice is not also made of water, right? Right? Which of course begs the question, is it the water that's the problem, or is it the fact that this is the first time you're eating seasoned food in your life, Karen? Because if we're being honest, there's really only one ice us Mexicans need to be concerned about. That's a political joke, and I never know how it's going to land. But the DNC was just in Chicago, and I think it went pretty poorly. No, it's great. Like I mentioned, I have 2 siblings. I'm one of 3 children, the oldest girl. It's Eldest Daughters Day today. Any other eldest daughters here in the audience? Okay, perfect. You're being pointed at. Do you think that you're your parents' favorite child? Yes? No? Okay, we'll see. I thought for the longest time that I was my parents' favorite child. My first clue that I wasn't should have been the fact that they kept trying after me, right? Exactly. But on paper, I feel like I should have been. I'll give you a couple of reasons why I feel like I should have been. I should have been my parents' favorite child. Number 1, I live around the corner from my parents. My parents also live in downtown Chicago where I live, which is a brown parent's dream. They love when I come over and I get to raid their pantry and I say, I'm out of toilet paper. Oh, wait, you're also out of toilet paper. Or I've never been arrested for underage drinking, all right? And then 2 weeks later, arrested for underage drinking again. Cool. Or outside of this, I work a salary job with a 401k and health benefits, right? My younger brother, he works in commercial real estate sales, which means that whether or not he makes any money is entirely dependent on if he sells like an office park or a Starbucks or something else that nobody wants, right? So he doesn't make any money. And for the longest time, I thought that I was my parents' favorite child, but a couple years ago, I realized that might not be the case. So we know about the 5 love languages, like acts of service, etc. My dad's love language is gift giving. It'd be weird if it was physical touch, but for his birthday every year, he gives us, his children, gifts because he doesn't want to bother with returning whatever it is that we get him, I guess. And I know how much money someone spends on you is not directly correlated to how much they love you, unless you are my father, in which case it is. And so for his birthday every year, he gives us gifts, and for his birthday 2 years ago, he gave my brother a check for $1,000. Exactly. My dad was like, you know what, Cole, I love you. I support you as you pursue this career. So use this money to go buy yourself a new suit or go on a networking conference because I already pay your rent and your phone bill and your bail again. Dude, what the hell? For that same birthday, my father gave me a pen. It was a very nice pen, okay? It was a Mont Blanc pen, which is French for very fancy pen. It's a very fancy, it's $400 for a pen, which is 100 times too expensive for even the nicest pen. And some of you might be like, oh, well, Courtney, that pen is also a metaphor. It symbolizes how he supports you as you write your jokes, as you tell your stories. I was an English major, I get that, okay? But that pen might also mean that when my father is long gone and past, God rest his soul, probably pretty soon, he's 59 now, he anticipates that I will use that pen to write $1,000 checks for my good-for-nothing brother. And I don't know what's worse, the fact that I am Gen Z, so I don't know how to write a check, okay? Or the fact that I've already lost that pen. I'm disappointment to my family. My name's Courtney Zelazny. Thank you so much.